Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope all is well with you. Today's message, if you have read the title, is who you need to release and let go of. Okay, it might come through with some whys and everything, but this is very important during this time of love because, you know, self-love. Okay, there might be some people that you're holding on to that no longer needing your energy. So I have a few ways to kind of figure out who these people are, you know, why this is coming through. But let's go ahead and take a look to see through the tarot first. Automatically, we have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Wands here. You have the Five of Wands. Okay. Now, whether you're in a marriage or somebody else is in a marriage or a unionship or something like that, and you're like either wanting them back or you're wanting to give them misery for choosing happiness or for moving away from fights and being combative, I feel like it's not really healthy, you know? Maybe you're in a relationship with someone that you're like finding that you have to fight everybody for, or you feel that way. Or somebody feels that way, maybe for your relationships. Because I feel like it's bringing you a lot of like conflict, all right? It's bringing you a lot of conflict. This could be somebody's ex too, okay? They could be trying to like start fights because of like their reputation. They feel like they're somebody important. Okay, so somebody could be holding on to a person who is not meant to be with them, possibly for popularity reasons, okay? This person could be a Gemini, Libra. I'm getting like Aries. I'm getting Virgo, like they might be a Virgo with a lot of Leo in their chart. We also have Pisces here and Six of Pentacles. This is giving like Taurus. So I feel like there was a situation at one point in time where there was equal give and take between two people, and then something kind of changed. Something changed, and I feel like somebody maybe chose their passions over a romantic connection, and somebody like refused to let this person go because of that. This is giving the energy of like, oh, I made you. This is like a form of extortion. Somebody feeling like they owe you or you owe them. Like, because yeah, you could be like in a better place or you got wish fulfillment or something like that. And I feel like this person is intimidated by that. And I feel like this could be a person who like got with somebody else for like revenge, but they're seeing that like you, collective, are not really fazed by it. Like you have your wish fulfillment. You could be solidified on your own. You know, you could be in this hermit energy and Empress as well, where it's like you are good by yourself right now. You're not necessarily seeking out someone's person, but somebody wants to make you like jealous for your choices. And I feel like they want to put you in like Empress reverse energy. Make it seem like you're not nurturing the proper things for yourself. When you were self-aware, okay? I feel here that you are also very attractive to collective, and there's somebody who wants to like put you down because of that. This could be like people who weren't popular at one point in time bullying you because of you receiving some sort of recognition for what you do. Like very jealous of you. This person could have blonde hair or like a wig. They could be hiding health issues around it. Or like they've trapped somebody who is not meant to be in their life. I'm hearing unsportsmanlike conduct. So maybe who I'm connected to, maybe you view love in a way where You associate it, like, let's say you are into sports or you're athletic or you have athletic tendencies. You associate things like that. Okay, it's just your form of communication. But I feel here that there's somebody who's like a show off of the energy. Like they want to be the main runner. Like, and what I mean by main runner is like they want to control a narrative. And they could be trying to force somebody to stay in a connection that they know is not authentic. Okay? This can also be like a friend who wants to control how others view you in your work, because you're happy doing that. I feel like this is somebody who did this like in the past. This is somebody who did this in the past, and now they're like, they feel like they had some sort of satisfaction at one point in time, but now they're like really stuck with someone who's coming through as a page, while you're like the Empress with the Ace of Cups and focusing on being better. I feel like this is someone who intentionally had inhumane reasonings for trying to like turn a group of people against you. It's the truth. Seven of Cups and the Ace of Swords. They wanted to distort other people's perspective of you. This is a Virgo energy, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And I feel like this is in relation to how they feel to like toxicity. And they try to place it on like the sign of Capricorn, when in reality, I feel like it's their own fictitious remedy for vulnerability. Yeah, there's the Capricorn energy as well. And it's like maybe because they weren't able to get away with something, or they thought that they wanted to like, this is somebody who didn't really want commitment, but they didn't know how to tell you, or they don't really know how to express themselves in a healthy way. And so they might try to use like false truths or people that they feel like they can distort. I feel like they want it to be like conducive control though. So just be very mindful of that, okay? I feel like they try to like grab at people based off of their youth, and they pry off of that. So just be mindful here, okay? Yes, Ten of Swords. And I also feel like you put an ending to something, or you saw through something. You saw through a lot of things when it came to this situation. Okay, some of you all, they wanted you to be resentful for like having children or having kindness, having a heart. This is somebody who wasn't happy at the time, and they wanted to make you unwell. They could have performed some sort of dark voodoo on you. This is someone who could have tried to narrate that your life was just, they wanted to change how things were going for you in your life. This is someone who wanted to like reverse it and make you feel like you had less time. This possibly was someone who tried to shorten your life in some way, or tried to convince people that you were inauthentic because they felt like they gave you some sort of value or power, and then they tried to take advantage. Okay? I also feel here that you could have forewarned someone of someone using them in this way, and they could have possibly tried to use like some dark, fictitious things to try to convince you that you were wrong. And then things like ended, and they saw like what you were saying and what you were expressing wasn't really false. Like they could have misconstrued something that you were putting out there because they were worried that you were coming for like maybe their new lover. Like let's say you're a reader, for example, because I've had this happen to me. Let's say you're a reader, for example, and you were like dating or getting to know someone, right? And things just didn't work out. And you weren't mad about it, but somebody else was mad about it because they were possibly like dealing with somebody the whole time, or they had some different forms of commitment or agreements in which they agreed to. And they took it out on you, not knowing that this other person that maybe they were choosing or chose had dark voodoo on them to try to force them to be in connection with them. And then like they could have married this person, and then found out about all of the things that they had done. And now it's like this person may try to like, they want to apologize to you, but I feel like they're too vain. They send it like in a meditative state. They send it in a meditative state for you for some reason. Like they want to send you energy like telepathically, trying to express their genuineness when it's inauthentic. They can't even really face you. You know, this is how it makes you feel. Like a lot of gossip and slander, 8 of Swords, they feel trapped, so they want you to feel trapped. They want you to keep thinking about them so that you can like forgive them, because they're in a stuck situation. But I feel like they put themselves there. And I also feel like they possibly try to, they went along with this plan. And now I feel like they're upset that they didn't choose this path with you. With the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Because they had somebody here. See, man, I can't make it up. And I feel like it's like they're jealous that you actually have people who do care about you, who love you. And they could have found like dark means of trying to connect with you or trying to follow you places that were safe places to you, because they didn't have happiness. They could be also like into spiritual work in some way and try to like sell off their ideas or what they had going on, but they wanted to do it in areas where you were, so that you could invest in them and their products, so then they can turn against you at one point in time. And now they're like apologetic for that. Even though they'll never admit it. Like I said, you know, they try to like hide behind what it is that they do, but it doesn't really have a sense of direction for the most part, because I feel like they operate under feminine energy, under the moon, but they're like very destructive in their pathways. Okay. They also like ruining other people's plans when things don't work out and trying to steal people's joy and happiness. And I feel like you're ready for change. You're ready for happiness. You're ready for authenticity. And I also feel here that you are prepared for journeys that they are possibly like diving on. But they're getting like the karma, especially if they had kids with these people. Or like, let's say, if this isn't children, this could be like animals. Like they might be in the process of like fighting for something, or not necessarily knowing where they stand. Okay. And I'm also getting here that this could be the type of person who wanted to like if you have like children or things that you find important to you, they wanted to turn like those things against you, or have them for controlling reasonings or purposes. This person is a meddler, okay? So if they know something of what you do, or if they like, okay, I'll give this example. I remember at one point in time, I had received like an injury to my body, right? This is the type of person that'll try to like reach out to you when they see that there's something that happened to you that they wished upon you, you know, out of like anger. And they'll try to reach out and be like, oh, I thought it was like this, you know, I thought it was, you know, completely broken. And then it finally does break. You feel me? Because they're just naturally evil. And they're upset and they're petty. And I also feel here that they struggle with feminine energy, although they want to like praise it. They could hate animals, for example, who appreciate like howling to the moon. Okay, which is just like a sign. You know how distorted people may be and how their malicious intentions, I feel like, are really failing. It's like, these are backbiters. These are backbiters because I feel like they reminisce on a lot. They reminisce on a lot. And I feel like this person is very upset that, you know, you call them out on some ways in which they could be better at a time where they thought that you were trying to intimidate them or come for their character or something like that, when all you were trying to do was help relieve this burden. You even asked them if there are ways that you could help them. But they wanted to get mad and bitter. They didn't handle the energy well. And now it's like, man, they could be wishing that this energy that they're holding on to was you. But it's like, ugh, strength, like you're braver, you're stronger than that. Six of Wands, and I also feel like they wanted to put an end to like a lot of victory that you were having, a lot of praise that you were having, a lot of accolades, a lot of success that you were having, because they wanted you to like forcibly put them on. That was the only reason why they were coming to you, was for some sort of promotion. And then when you didn't necessarily do that because you wanted to get to know the person, they slandered you. For money and control, and for people that they could control. And I feel like some people fell for this okie doke. Some people fell for this okie doke. And, you know, now you have individuals here who might be leaving their life or, you know, turning against them. You don't really watch these people or care, though, is what I'm getting. These are people who are trying to like one up you. This could even be the type of people who they intentionally want to wheel you in but don't want to really teach you like how they claim. They want to leave you stuck or where they feel like you would be dumb so that they would have an upper hand, which just shows that they really don't know much to begin with. And what they do know, they're fearful of you picking up on it because you could be like a fast learner. You could be someone who could easily like defeat them, even though they're like what they believe to be a high caliber. This is someone who wants to like play into the dominance of being a genius when really you have more fulfillment than they do, and they want what you have. So they want to like find ways to kind of get you in quiet places or places where you feel comfortable so that they can try to say anything about you to slander you. And when they saw that you were fulfilled where you were, and you weren't necessarily on this journey of like necessarily wanting to move so fast, or you weren't codependent, there wasn't really much that they could offer you. Seven of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. I don't know. It's like this combativeness that they go through and things like that. It's like a sense of false happiness. It's really false happiness, okay? And I feel like this is due to somebody's lifestyle and their choices and how they maneuver. I don't want to call anybody an addict or anything like that, but I feel like this person here, they might struggle with deep-rooted cause and effect issues in their life. It could even be related to their parents, to who they surround themselves with, you know. They could externally promote like people who are more fluid, but personally they're real combative towards those same types of people. They could even like be intimate with them. It's like somebody who just wants to steal because they don't really know who they are, or they're angry at the world for a lot. And it's not really your fault, is what I want to tell you, collective. It's not your fault. You know, these are people I feel here. It's like they're going to wake up one day and claim that they've learned from their mistakes, or try to defend themselves. And I just really don't see where this person is ready for love. They don't really know the true concept or meaning of it. And that's just all it is, you know? That's all it is for this person. Let's see what signs come through. Are there any other signs that come through? Or anything else? glow up. They could be upset that you have grown up. I also feel here that they could like, when you started shifting, collective, when you started transforming and elevating yourself, maybe your intellectualism, like they kind of thought you were dumb, or that you were just coming at them like, they could have thought that you were coming towards them being rude because you were being friendly, although maybe you were dating this person, or maybe this is a family member to you or something like that. But we have third party, family or friend is telling you the truth. Trust them. Okay. I feel like they didn't trust you. They didn't trust you. They didn't trust that you were genuine. And throw the whole family away now. You could have told this person, hey, like, you have some toxic like people around you, and I care about you. I want to make sure that they're not distorting, you know, your perspective of life and how you can live in life. You know, they kind of went with it and kind of internalized it too much in a dark way, in a really deceptive way. This person could have been a soulmate to you or a kindred spirit to you or something like that, but your homie ain't your homie. You know, you learned that this person is not your homie. And so for some of you who are like still holding on to people who do this, you know, that's why they turn karmic. Okay, that's why they've turned karmic. And it's very important for you to just recognize your homie is not your homie. This could be a Gemini here. They might disguise themselves as being a good friend. Okay. And the beautiful ones in the reverse. It's like someone here who also wants to make you appear ugly or scorned, or just be, you know, like they're really resentful. Okay. And I also feel like they might have had a good friend around them that was jealous of your beauty, or they didn't believe that somebody could be nice and satisfactory as far as appearance, that somebody could actually be speaking true. 555 is here. You know, you were definitely different from a lot of people that this person had come into connection with. And I feel here with open your heart in the reverse, you shut this person off, even though you knew that there was some sort of connection between you two, but you realized they weren't ready for it. And I feel like you're not mad, but this person still brings in that energy. So this could even be like somebody, for some of y'all, you know this person, you're around this person, but for others of you, it's like people who are around them are steadily trying to come towards you. And it's like just for gossiping reasons. It's to create conflict. And you're not really interested in that. It's not that you're not accustomed. This is somebody here who is not accustomed to how you handle these situations. Maybe that you have like a cutoff game that's strong. Depending on your gender, you know, maybe they're accustomed to cutting people off when they're ready, not knowing that you were like really separating as it was. Like you weren't really all the way, you know, you felt like there was some sort of resistance with this person. And so you were like, hey, you know, your mindset isn't necessarily the healthiest. And they didn't like that you did that. Double up, but it was favorable for you. You know, with the sexual tension in reverse, you're funny as fuck. Car, you know, your early 20s in the reverse here. I feel like you're not really young anymore, but I feel like, you know, as far as your intimacy and things like that, you are very, very steamy. You are very healthy. You are very breathtaking here. And you could have, or both of you, I feel like you, this is probably me, you broke like your celibacy or your abstinence at one point in time. And, you know, it was worth the lesson. It was something that you needed to learn, because sometimes we resent when we go through those patterns of like breaking those things that we have for ourselves, right? And I feel like this is somebody here who is like, they want to force you to invest in their shit, but I feel like people don't want their stuff. Just using, okay? Just using. This person could be a fixed sign here. A Taurus. We got Scorpio. We got Leo. And Aquarius, right? Yeah. They're inflexible. For some reason, they're just saying that they're inflexible. Like, there's something in their mind where they like try to open up. They try, but it's like they only do it to try to scorn you in some way. Justice in the Hierophant. This person could have a legality issue in the court system in regards to marriage. Or some sort of fear of commitment. This could also be someone here who feels like at one point in time they could have felt like they were in a prime time or something like that. There's something here to do with animals, but then there's also something here with wish fulfillment. This person settled. I mean, truthfully, I feel like they got somebody who matched their caliber. I'm not finna like hold you, okay? This is somebody here who got somebody who matched their caliber, but now they feel like somebody's coming for their money. Now everybody mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, okay? Let's see what signs we have here that you need to release and let go of. Because like I said, these could be family members. I was getting the vibe of someone, we didn't see the Three of Swords come out, but I feel like that's what they're hiding. Maybe you have a sexual openness for some of my collective that are watching. And so they were like, oh, that don't count. You know, they use that as their ways of saying, well, that doesn't count. This could even be like, if it's not even you being sexually open, maybe an open relationship or someone who stepped out at a time where you were stepping out or something like that. And now, I don't know. They want you to kind of be like, be mindful of what you were claiming that you wanted. Are some of these people trying to come back to kind of get you to sister wives or caretake or brother wife, you know, brother husbands? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Swords came out. Hell yeah. That could have been their intention or their motive. That could have been their agenda this whole time, their logic. And I also feel like they wanted to make things much less for you by trying to like go and create other tropes, other narratives, buy for greedy or selfish gain purposes or intention. This could have been why somebody was trying to follow you around or calculate or predict on your predictions and things like that. This could be who I'm picking up on. Like, these are people who want to like predict on your predictions or make it come off like they said it, that you need to release and cut off. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is coming through. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is coming through again on who you need to release and let go of. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here is coming through. Libra is coming through here. They may have these placements heavily in their chart. Fire. This is Leo and Aries, predominantly Leo though. Aquarius. And the last one, we have the Wheel, which I'm getting another air sign with this, you guys. This is someone who watches you like round the clock but doesn't want to support you. Is this a child? A Pisces child with like Aquarius placements. They're like a Pisces sun with like Aquarius nodes or houses that are very strong. You got the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this is somebody who feels at times scorned, possibly by a paternal figure. And they're experiencing some sort of depression because they feel like there's a price on their head. That's how they feel. This could be like custody battles or something like that. And how this is affecting them. Oh, you might need to know, like, if this is like a father and you're trying to get your children back or something like that, or you're trying to do this, you know, peacefully. This is like something that somebody is like trying to put in somebody's head. Okay? This could also be the type of person, if it's a male, and you're like going through some sort of like separation and things like that, be careful. They could have like had, you know, children serving them liquor, alcohol and things like that, you know, or if it's not that, it's like they could have tried to make someone drink liquor at a young age because they were upset and distorted. You know, when they're not working, they're drinking and trying to woo other people in this connection or this companionship. And it has like this child, like hella worried. Like, you know, if you're the mother here, right? They're trying to figure out like, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you waiting for? You know, especially if you're like trying to, yeah, with these hidden motives and agendas, like be careful of like holding on too long and it's too late. It's too late to apologize for a lot of shit. Because I feel like having this open door of mutual agreement here, I feel like it's not satisfactory here. Just a little word from the youth. It's not satisfactory. You know, somebody claiming like, oh, I need these things, I need assistance and I need help and all of this stuff. No, the problem is you might need to sit down and take a break, and you weren't giving yourself a break. And you have somebody who's just using you the whole time. And you have, now you have like things that you have to do. And you're not able to really hold yourself accountable for a lot. So maybe this year, especially for those air signs that kept coming up, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius placements, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here, the Leo, Pisces too, like it's about accountability and possibly lack thereof. You know, if somebody really did like I want to say if somebody like really did intentionally do something terrible to you, baneful to you and things like that, and it's well documented, and now their deeds and their acts are getting worse, try compromising less and going to like the proper authorities. And I feel like you had people who were trying to guide you so that you didn't make the wrong steps because they care about you, that you could have like cut off, or like you came wrong, you know. Maybe somebody's like tired of dealing with folks like that. You know, tired of dealing with folks like that who, you know, they be just at that point of thinking that they know so much, and it's like, no, it's, you know, it's just like an iceberg. It's just like an iceberg. You know, people often just see like the top, not knowing like it gets much bigger at the bottom. Okay. And you know, they were just trying to prepare you, you know, for those larger things that really are underneath the surface. All right. Because I feel like there's some children here who are fearing. Yeah, there's children here who are fearing that, you know, bad deeds will happen to them if they stay around. And that's what's concerning. And I also feel here, it's like somebody might have them convinced or yoked that, you know, either they can try to reconcile, you know, or they'll get in the way of new love and things like that. Like, or that having new lovers here is the only thing that is distracting them from taking these steps of violence. So just be very careful, okay? Just be very, very, very careful, all right? Please, all right? I love you guys. I don't want you guys, you know, having to experience these harshness and bad deeds happening. But, you know, we have to call it out. We got to call it out, okay? I feel like this person is just mainly, like, Jupiter could be affecting them. Their abundance, generosity, and positivity and luck, because they were, like, greedy. They were greedy. They were greedy. Self-absorbed as well. And I feel like you just found out there's something, oh, okay. I just saw ego, but it wasn't the word ego. It was eggs. Okay, eggs. This person, like, they've done this several times. Maybe you just found out about like a few instances, you guys. Like, there's a lot more to the story. And I feel like, you know, those eyes that are around that are youthful but are growing and developing are seeing these things. All right. And sometimes it is good to actually wait. You know, I had gotten signs from people like at the wrong time, literally at the wrong time, telling me, hey, you need to leave the situation. I'm like, no, I actually need to stick around because I need to know who the fuck is who, you know. And I'm not one of those people who are like into other people's lives for spying and prying purposes. No, I need my children to be aware of who not to be around. You know what I'm saying? So that they're not distorted when they get older. You know what I mean? Or that they're not distorted towards me when I'm telling them something, you know, and they got somebody else in their ear trying to convince them, oh no, these people are good. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So I knew what I had to do, but I feel like this is for the person who has overstayed that time limit, okay? Even overstayed that, okay? They are draining. They're draining and they're exhausting you. And it shows, okay? It could show, all right? They are jealous in the reverse. I feel like this is someone outside of this connection between you guys. This is someone here who is actually jealous. And I feel here that is their reasonings for trying to get in the way. They've known each other for a long time if you're in that situation. If you have like relatives who are like, is this that? 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 Yeah. You are incompatible. You are incompatible. Not only are you incompatible with like these relatives, maybe what they do, but you're also incompatible with like this person. You're incompatible with people in that common energy. You know, if this is like you moved on to someone after experiencing like a tumultuous situation like the ones that I've been picking up on, that other person was most likely like this too. And so you dodged a bullet. But this person, they don't agree because they feel like they feel like they are more divine than you. And that's a problem. There's that competition there, you know? You make them laugh, and only hurt will come out of this because they think that shit is funny all the time. It came out several times. They could like when you get short and snippy with them, or that you have some sort of like temper, but they want you like, okay, if it's getting to that point where like you feel like you finna off a motherfucker, they want you to do that. They want you to start doing that. They want you to destroy your life because they don't like theirs. This could be people with those types of tendencies of like wanting to end the world, and they, you know, yeah, they're deceptive. They are so deceptive. They are very dishonest, you guys. And I feel like they have like gang stalking things. Yeah, they have a problem with using people. Gang stalking, like I said, they use people. They may have armies of people who do this and then try to convince people that you're not a good influence because they're not a good influence. They get bad people around them that want to argue or create conflict in your life. And you know how you can tell like who these people are? Like they have a hard time listening, or they want you to kind of double respond back to them because they make it seem like, you know, they misheard you and shit like that. No, they didn't mishear you. They have an issue with being possessive. All they want to do is argue. They need to get help, really. And they convince themselves that they're a good influence. And I feel like they're losing a lot of favor with people around them. And they have a problem with always trying to make themselves seem like they made it to the top of something when they didn't make it to anything. I feel like this is somebody here who is now like, they could like be a manager or gotten some sort of promotion or something like that, but it's like getting ready to go away. And I feel like it's due to how they act and how they manipulate people in situations. And it's funny because I feel like they have something, their youth is tied to something. So like, let's say, you know, at some jobs they give you like, what is that? Like scholarships and things like that for working with them and shit. I feel like that's, you know, they don't realize like they're getting ready to lose that shit too. That's why they feel threatened by you. Okay? So that's who you guys need to let go of. These are the type of people, situations, and things like that that you need to release and let go of. Maybe they lied to their company. I'm getting that too. Or like they lie to companies, businesses, and things like that. Or they feel like people are selling them short. I don't know. Or maybe this is like the type of person who has a belief like that they shouldn't go after someone who is not being responsible. And so because you did the right thing, collective, and doing what you needed to do, and being patient in that, they want to criticize you. They want to criticize you. But yeah, and they think that you're a good person too, and they think that you're magical, okay? Like, the fuck out of here, all right? So that was y'all's message. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it resonated with you, that it gave you some insight, and that you go ahead and release these people properly as you need to, because I feel like they're under judgment for judging you, all right? But I love you so much, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.